Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. Shifts by him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by a man undrafted out of Boise State, the nephew of a Super Bowl MVP. It's Brett Rippon.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick, but I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
Come on, set. 10-2 start. Quit talking about it and play snap.
This is Quadri Allison, the rookie from Pitt. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it.
Hold on, I gotta move this. There we go. That's better.
Now Olison. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Now Rippon. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. On the carry, it's Olison. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Quadri Olison, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Texans under their 6th-year head coach, Bill O'Brien. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback in 2018, the guy from Clemson in his 3rd year, Deshaun Watson.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Balance, play ball, formation, 4-3.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
See what they pull out, and we'll see what we're going to do.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And it's 2nd down. And let's take a look at the Texans offense.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week, because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the 2nd straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Rippon on 1st and 10. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. And here's the offense now. Charles, who's the guy you chose to highlight?
The tone setter, the guy in the middle, Alex Mack. His return, never good for the opposition.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They're going to go play action here with Rippon. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Rippon's pass complete to Julio Jones. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Ready, set.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And he is in to make it 16-0.
That's it.
So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And now out comes Houston. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The starters defensively now for the Falcons. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had...
It's Ricardo.
Five picks last week. All I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Irvin, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's going to go down again. Bruce Irvin in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Taken in at the 22. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll continue to watch the updates in that one as well as the other games going on in Week 5 of the NFL season. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Quadri Olison with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. So now the Falcons are going to line up and go for 2 here. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
He caught the ball in the middle of the end zone on a possession catch. And they say...
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson now to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 22. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. Now Watson as they've got it with a... Now a loose football. The ball comes out and the Falcons grab it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's Olison, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
60 or time.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Brett Rippon with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
They're going to
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Are you kidding me? All right.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Let's review that.
Brett Rippon with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out, and the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. Remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Again? Oh my God, are you freaking kidding me, bro?
Ready up.
Mike, 195. Let's go, D. Big series.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Step touchdown, Falcons.
Reverse that one. Does that need reversed? Finally.
That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's go, team. Spill. Hit.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Watson.
Give me that ball,
and they take
boy.
possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons.
We're going to blow the score out.
Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Here's Rippon and make them 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
You ain't got beat yet. Now you're going to get beat.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
This team done pissed me off tonight.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to fight. And he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
On the set.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Very short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Quadri Olison on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. Drew Brees with 1 touchdown pass thus far. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. That'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
He'll stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have herded him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley as the first half is winding down as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
RFAC.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35.
Prime and viewers. RFAC 1283.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before the break. Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin with two teams that entered the NFL together back in 1995. Carolina playing host to Jacksonville. And that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top. Mark?
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Matt Bryant sets the kickoff.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away.
Somebody was in my thing because my views went up to 100.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium. Well, the Browns already playing their third primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. This is Stills on the jet sweep. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Faking the give, now Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Johnson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full.
What the hell are you playing? Oh, you're
3 down to the 32-yard line.
Better not be on my
They certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Oh, damn.
I can't help but laugh, and the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film. Want to know why he's not getting started.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. This is Freeman on 1st and 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. To throw it is Rippon. And an alley run.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, partner, that was another.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Partner, they're up big. They snapped the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
And now out comes Houston. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
And his first carry, he loses the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You guys are headhunting back here.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Tackle made by Deidron Sinnott.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, it's Johnson. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
Come on. Where you go?
And he's into the clear. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That is something you almost never see. A punt return better than 100 yards from one end zone to the other. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Open man, the tight end falls. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. They go to Johnson again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 3rd down. Watson finding fouls complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Straight through the running back to get that quarterback.
In there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now it's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bruce Irvin in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Here's Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Right back to him on first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. Going to give this time to the tailback.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
And now look at him go. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, could also result in a melee later, though. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even the
and now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And still fighting.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover.
Go now.
Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Looking in zone for Joe. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible.
45. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Watson. And Brate, the tight end's got it.
There he goes with another screen pass again.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Atlanta, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take.
I guess that's one way to finish the game is drop the ball on the ground and kick it around. I skipped it this year.